Well, the life of a bridge is hard work. Every day they support trucks, tractors, and tons of other travelers.
All that wear and tear eventually takes its toll, and at some point it's time to call it quits. New tonight, Television's Joe McHale tells us the story of one bridge that's ready to retire.
I've been through a lot, but that's to be expected with my job. For nearly a century, I've seen hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of travelers. From speedy drivers too busy to even acknowledge my strength, to thankful farmers and garbage men using the shortcut I offer. I've seen it all. I've overlooked this creek on the watchful eye for a few curious cattle and their neighboring fox. I'm even a nice view for a nearby farmhouse. But I never thought it would come to this.
I was really greatly saddened to have to close this bridge yesterday.
I used to welcome travelers of all kind. Now I have them stopping in their tracks, turning around. I could carry 42 tons. Now my only passengers are sandbags and barricades.
It's obviously served its time for the county, and we're trying to figure out what the best solution is to get this bridge back open.
Of course, I'm no stranger to change. I didn't always look like this, all rusted and worn. In 1928, I was made from wood for only $900. 27 years later, I was torn down and rebuilt with steel. It cost $2,000, but I was worth it. It lasted for another 5 decades before my creator upgraded me again. This time for $16,000. But I'm told to fix me once again, it's going to cost a lot more.
And it would probably be between $50,000 and $60,000.
My future is uncertain. I might be like this for a long time. I might be torn down, who knows? But at least I have the scars to show that I've helped a lot of people along the way.
People aren't perfect. Even someone who goes to church every week would definitely agree.
But it's not every day someone will commit a crime while carrying a Bible. Now Lincoln police need your help finding the man who did just that. 1011's Joe McHale has this week's Crime Stoppers report.
This Bible-wielding bandit probably didn't crack open the book before his next move, or at least didn't get to the part about the 10 Commandments, especially the one that says, "Thou shalt not steal."
He strikes it rich. He steps outside. The victim pulls up in a car right next to where this guy's standing at. Victim leaves the car running, unattended, unlocked.
And that's when the suspect jumped in and drove away.
Yes, very lucky.
It happened in a split second at the U-Stop on 13th and South Streets on February 5th. Officer Matt Stegman with the Lincoln Police Department says the crook was talking to people for 20 minutes before lighting it up inside the store and getting kicked out.
Wasn't quoting scripture or preaching the Bible or anything like that, just ironically carrying the Bible when he commits an auto theft.
So he better start saying his prayers, because these pictures are crystal clear, and a tip could land him in jail for his sins. Reporting in Lincoln, Joe McHale, 1011 News.
The victim's car was recovered at 15th and Washington a few days later. The keys were still inside and it wasn't damaged. If you know anything about the suspect, call Crime Stoppers at 475-3600.
Some UNL students had a very unwelcoming move-in weekend.
A brand new apartment complex near campus looked like anything but new when students arrived. 1011's Joe McHale live with the story. Joe.
Oh, and Bridget, you know when you buy something and you open the box but there's a part missing? Yeah, not a good feeling, right? That's kind of the mood that students around in this apartment complex are having today. Now, the first thing I should point out about this story is that this apartment complex did not violate any codes, but more so just made it a really inconvenient move-in for people here.
Messy floors, dangling shower heads, and unattached faucets. Looks like a place that could use a lot of work, right? The thing is, this apartment complex is brand new.
And so when did you move in?
Saturday at like 2 o'clock.
Paul Ivy is one of many students at UNL who moved into Prime Place Apartments this weekend. It's conveniently located next to campus, but on move-in day it was anything but convenient.
I thought they would at least, clean the floors and everything.
Which still has debris on them.
We're working with it, we're rolling with the punches, so.
That's the spirit. And Paul also says his closet reeked. He thinks it had to do with this pipe.
My clothes are right there and it smells like sewer.
Maybe it's his "it is what it is" attitude, which he proudly displays on his arm, or maybe it's the view of Memorial Stadium that reminds him that the glass is always half full. It just might be hard to fill it with this not quite finished sink.
And I was able to contact the main contractor for this apartment complex. He was very short with me, but he told me that his job is done, that he did what he did, and that the rest of the things that need to get fixed here is up to the property manager. That's also someone I called multiple times, but I never heard back from. Reporting live in Lincoln, Joe McHale, 1011 News.
At least, Joe, the students have a good outlook on it. Appreciate it very much. Thanks.